She loved to peruse the matrimonials. She had often wondered who would ever be so desperate as to place such a thing, and how desperate one might need to be to even consider responding. But something inside her felt reckless today. She read the advertisements with new eyes. Finally, she could understand the allure of a new start, in a new place where nobody knew you. But only one spoke to her in any way personally. A gentleman of Montana seeks a young woman with a view to matrimony. The subscriber is an ambitious and keen young man with his own trade and a thriving business. He could offer a wife a most secure situation. Though not wealthy, he would be able to provide for a wife more than amply, with the opportunity to attend the opera, theater, and take trips to the city to enjoy fine dining and good wines. Respondents should have a keen love of life and enjoy new experiences. All responses to Box 467, New York Globe. Dear Gentleman of Montana, well, you sound like a true surprise package, and I suppose I am rapidly becoming one myself for responding to something I merely glimpsed in the newspaper whilst I was shopping in the Marble Palace. Sorry, that may mean nothing to you. It is a large store selling almost anything anyone could ever need. I have been going there since I was a girl. I was buying a ball gown. I had a real need to impress and no time to get myself prepared. Sorry, I should have introduced myself a little better before I began to tell you the most banal and ridiculous things that make up my days. My name is Mariella Montague. My father is one of the richest bankers in New York City. I have been born and bred to make someone a perfect wife some day. However, it would seem that few men wish to be wed to an Amazon, and that is what I am. I feel it only fair to tell you so from the outset. I am taller than my father and every man I have ever met, and because of this, am no dainty doll. If you wish to have a petite and pretty bride, I am not the girl for you. Sorry, again I am being too forthright. To a man who does not know me at all. I try to fill my days as best I can by assisting various charitable foundations and volunteering in the poorer parts of town. My father would be horrified to know that I act as a nurse and even touch the very poorest and sickest inhabitants of New York, but what he does not know cannot possibly hurt him. He rarely approves of anything I do or of my character, so it is unlikely I will ever please him. I wish I could do more for others. I am blessed with a rarefied position, yet I am bound strictly by its conventions. I long to have the kind of life where I can choose what I want to do with my time, rather than having to fit into a stereotypical box that I simply cannot cram myself inside, literally and metaphorically. I long to hear more of you and of your life in Montana. We traveled there once many years ago. I remember it being ruggedly majestic. It must give you great pleasure to live in a place so beautiful. When we returned, I couldn't seem to stop drawing and painting. I am not very talented, but the landscapes inspired me greatly. I feel I am probably more physically creative than the art young ladies are supposed to undertake permits. I often wonder what it must be like to make things with wood or iron. I would most certainly love to learn some day, though think it unlikely any husband would permit such a thing. It just isn't ladylike, is it? Well, I should probably end this before you think me a complete harridan. Oh, and of all the things you mentioned, I enjoy them, but having lived a life filled with them, I would be happy enough never to attend the theater or opera again. As for visiting cities, I do love to travel, so I am sure I could do more than feign interest if we were to do such things. Yours most sincerely, Mariella Montague.